police tell him to get over here right now.
A woman with a price on her heart.
You're coming with me. You're not going to take that plane.
3 people with an urgent need to return to the past.
Once we get underway, there is no turning back.
They said that you go down in a fit, you stay alive.
A man came into the restaurant. He was following me.
Who is he?
May I see your ticket, sir? San Francisco, July 12th, 1976.
Came in the mail with a letter. Some kind of a joke, isn't it?
Oh, no, I assure you.
Well, how is that possible?
If you'll just follow instructions, sir, gate Y, track 13.
Well, track 13's not in service.
It is for you, sir.
Tony, what are we doing here?
Honey, look at the date. I gotta find out what this is about.
Your tickets, please. New York, May 17th, 1969.
Is it okay?
Yes, it's fine. Gate Y, track 13.
My name's Robert Jefferson Walker, but I answer to R.J. If you need anything, just sing out. This way, please.
Here's to what, but for an accident of fate, would have been our 19th anniversary.
20th. Jason, when the passengers come aboard, try to be kind.
I'm always kind. A little caustic on occasion, perhaps, but always kind.
Yes, dear, of course. But this time, perhaps a little kinder than usual.
Here we are, sir. All present and accounted for.
Thank you, R.J. My name is Jason. This is my wife, Margaret. We will be accompanying you on your journey. It will be our great pleasure to help you in any way that we possibly can. Now, if you have any questions, speak up, please.
Why us?
Well, I'm afraid we can't answer that. You see, the choice is not ours. It is decided by the head of the line.
Well, presumably the people he invites to take these journeys are those who have the greatest need to relive a particular moment from their past.
The thing is, do we have a two-way ticket?
The train never has any trouble coming back, I assure you.
No, it's the passengers with whom we occasionally have difficulties. Yes, well, perhaps I'd better spell out the rules. In the course of your journey into the past, events may change, people may change, you may change. But whatever happens, when the trip is over, you must return to the time express. Now, is that perfectly clear? Well, in that case, welcome aboard, and have a most pleasant journey. R.J., if you will.
This way, please.
Well?
Much better, darling.
Thank you. You'll find the appropriate clothing in the closet. Your size, of course. Anything else you need, toilet articles and so on, will be in the washroom. Don't worry, Mr. Bennett. We haven't lost a passenger yet.
Thank you.
I hope you'll both be comfortable. Everything you need on the journey will be in that closet. Clothing and so on. Oh, if you like something to drink, the lounge is open.
Thank you.
Thanks, R.J. Take it easy, honey. Everything's going to be okay.
Okay, Callahan, take her away.
Right. Sure ain't like the old Allegheny Flyer. R.J.
Callahan, will you forget it? The flyer ran off the bridge and into the river. And you and me and 100 souls with it.
All I'm saying is, those days they knew how to make a trade.
That was 100 years ago. Give it a rest.
All right, Archie. All right, keep your britches on. Just the same, those days they sure knew how to make a train.
Tony and Lisa Marcello, New York, May the 19th, 1969. Mrs. Marcello was in a maternity ward, waiting.
Tony? It's all right. I'm awake. Did the doctor tell you?
False alarm. Maybe tonight.
Guess he wasn't in such a hurry after all.
What makes you so sure it's going to be a boy?
The way it kicks, a girl would be much more polite.
Maybe he wants to wait till his old man's the champ. Make all the other kids in our nursery jealous, huh? Where's the TV? I ordered a TV.
I sent it back.
You what? Honey, tonight I'm going to be the champ. And you're not going to see it?
I can't stand to see someone hurt you.
She's having a baby. She's worried about me hurting.
I can't help it. Even when we were kids and you were fighting on the streets, I used to have to run upstairs and put a pillow over my head so I couldn't hear.
Come on. You were 4 stories up. You couldn't hear anyway.
I could hear.
I gotta get over to the stadium. You got everything you need?
Yes. I've got you and him.
Maybe I ought to call the hospital again, huh, Max?
They said they'd let you know, and I should be fine.
Yeah.
Tony, I'm about to fight.
Don't worry, Max. I can take him, just like you showed me. Work on his middle, wear him down. Take him out in around the 11th or 12th round.
The fight ain't going 12, Tony.
Why not, Max? Why not?
You're going down in the 5th.
A dive? You said yes? You told somebody I'd fall? You could do that?
Yes, sure. It was easy. I said my boy will do anything I tell him to. Lay down in the middle of the road, jump off a bridge, whatever you say, Max. Tony, look at me. I ain't slept in a week. I don't shave because I can't see myself in the mirror.
A dive. A dive. How do I take a dive, Max?
Champ is strong. You'll get a few good shots in and you make one of them count.
It's crazy. He's the favorite. What are they afraid of?
The champ doesn't know a thing about it. You're young, you're strong, and they can't take any chances. Yeah.
No, Max. I can't do it. I won't do it. I win or I lose. Fair and square.
Listen to me, Tony. You listen to me. I begged them on my knees. I begged them. They didn't even hear me when I told them you wouldn't fall. They said that you go down in the 5th, you stay alive. You come out for the 6th, you try to win, and that's it.
You don't scare me, Max. Not them, not the champ, nobody.
Sure, I know that.
Like I told you, Max. I ain't throwing a fight. I win or I lose. Fair and square.
You'd like your kid to have a father, though, wouldn't you? And a mother. Oh, yeah.
Phone, Marcello.
Hold it to my ear. Yeah, this is Tony Marcello. Yeah? Hey, that's terrific. How's my wife? Oh, great. Thanks a lot, Doc. I got a son, Max.
Coming up next, it's still anybody's fight. I've got it dead even on my card. The champ looks a shade tired, but he's still lethal with that right hand. And Marcello better keep an eye on it, or he'll wind up on the deck.
Take a look. Here, mouthpiece, all right? Okay.
You try to win, you even come out for round 6, and it's all over. You'd like a kid to have a father, though, wouldn't you? And a mother.
If I were Tony Marcello, I'd want to go back and see if I could have been the champion.
What, you the champion? No, not in the ring, darling.
Oh, thank you.
Now, I've got a feeling it's something else Tony's after.
What?
Something as important to Lisa as it is to him. Some, well, secret thing that we can't even guess at.
Interesting. Well, who's next?
Michael Bennett, San Francisco, 1976. It began on the night of July the 11th, when a young woman driving along a lonely road near San Francisco had reason to believe she was being followed.
I can do to help? You out of gas? Liz!
Michael!
My God, Liz Stone. What a place for a reunion, eh? That car of yours would have to be towed in. Do you belong to an auto club?
It's a rental.
Good. Let them take care of it. Where can I drop you off?
I'm at the St. George.
Okay. Been a long time, Liz.
I've often wondered about you, Michael. I suppose you're a lawyer now.
Yeah, that's what it says on my diploma.
I'm happy for you. It's what you always wanted.
We used to talk about that a lot, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
What we wanted out of life.
On long winter evenings.
Oh, by the way, the morning you decided to pull that little disappearing act of yours, you forgot something.
Did I?
A pair of stockings in the bathroom on the shower rod.
Well, I guess I was in a hurry. Michael, I'm sorry.
Oh, there's nothing to be sorry about. You always said the world's a juicy apple. All I want's a nice big bite.
Did I really say things like that?
Once upon a time. Well, how was it?
What?
The apple.
Oh, not as juicy as I thought.
Maybe we could stop someplace for a drink. Fill in the spaces.
I'm really very tired, Michael. Would you mind?
Elizabeth Stone, please. No, I don't have the room number.
One moment, please. I'm sorry, sir. She's not registered.
Are you sure, operator? She was there last night.
I'm sorry, sir. There's no Elizabeth Stone at the hotel.
Thank you. Helen, will you check the car rental agencies and see if you can get me the address of Elizabeth Stone? She had a rental car towed in last night on Highway 44 near Claremont.
Yes, sir. Buffy, it's all right. He's not a customer.
Liz.
Michael, how did you find me?
Well, I hired Sam Spade. Look, I'll raise the ante. A drink plus dinner. How about
I really don't think we should.
For old time's sake?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, to the St. George, an absent guest, huh?
That was shabby of me.
Is that standard procedure for getting rid of all your old beaus?
No, Michael, I just didn't think that we should see each other again. Don't you have a girl?
Oh, they come, they go.
What's wrong with them?
None of them are you, Liz.
Michael, I ask you not
I know, I promised I wouldn't rake up the old ashes. Well, I'm trying. It's just that there's a couple of hot coals in there yet. What's the point in pretending? I never knew how much I loved you until you were gone. Liz. Liz.
What?
You didn't hear a word I said.
Oh, Michael, I'm sorry. Will you excuse me for a moment?
Would you like another drink before we have dinner?
Yes. That would be very nice.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bennett, but the attendant says there is no one in the powder room.
Thank you, Louis.
Michael?
You know, that disappearing act of yours gets better and better.
I can explain everything. Please, may I come in?
Sure, at least I know where you are.
Thank you.
All right. Why?
A man came into the restaurant. He was following me.
Who is he?
A detective?
Why detective?
My husband hired him to find me. I left him 6 months ago. He's had me followed ever since. All over the country.
He can't drag you off if you don't want to go, Liz.
Then he'll kill me.
Liz, you're safe here. I've got plenty of room. You can stay as long as you like, until he gives up. Now, you call the shop tomorrow and you tell Buffy, isn't that her name? Well, you tell her that you're ill, or that you have to go out of town. That'll discourage your gumshoe friend. I'll do whatever else has to be done to get you off the hook. Liz? Elizabeth? Where are you?
Michael, you must believe me. It would never work out. I'm going to have to disappear again. This time for good.
Yes, Ellen?
May I see you for a moment?
Sure, come on in.
Yesterday you asked me to get the address of an Elizabeth Stone.
Yes. Why?
Her name is in the evening paper. She's on the passenger list.
Fate can be terribly cruel, as you and I well know.
I suppose Mr. Bennett wants to go back to see if he can keep Elizabeth from taking that plane.
I think he feels in some way responsible for her death.
Responsible? How?
Well, if he'd probed more deeply, learnt more about her, he might have been able to prevent her from leaving.
Well, we'll know soon enough.
Tony, what is that?
I don't know. It's time.
You're going back to that stadium in New York, the most critical time of your life. To those moments in the 5th round when the championship hung in the balance. You're being given a second chance, Tony. Good luck.
I can't do it. I won't do it. I win or I lose. Fair and square.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Marcello was flat on his back, as out as any fighter I've ever seen. He's not only on his feet now, he's fighting like a man possessed.
Give me that. Okay.
Sorry, Max. Just gotta try.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, kid.
Tony, what's the matter?
Nothing. Go on back to sleep.
Ever since the fight, you seem afraid, like something terrible's gonna happen.
I told you it's nothing. I just can't sleep. Maybe it's all excitement.
You've got to tell me. I'm part of it.
Listen to me. Don't ask me any questions. Go call the police, tell them to get over here right now. Then I want you to go to the nursery and lock the door. Go, now.
Now you know.
Champ. Yeah. I know.
You could have had it all.
Was it worth it?
It was worth it. But that's just part of the reason we had for going back.
There was something else we had to find out.
Thanks, RJ. I never fought again. I just couldn't get the gloves back on.
We managed. Tony started a small trucking business. He has a whole fleet now.
The other night I'm working late, you know. A couple of guys bust in on me. Protection punks. I told them no dice. They worked me over pretty good. They said they'd be back. Said if I blew the whistle on them, they'd visit Lisa and the boy. We had to decide what to do.
Have you decided?
We'll have to talk about it. Thank you.
In 19...
This is where your journey begins, Mr. Bennett. You'd better hurry. Elizabeth is about to board that plane for Paris.
Western Airlines Flight 38 for Las Vegas, Salt Lake City, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and intermediate cities, departing from Gate 5. All aboard, please.
Excuse me. Elizabeth! Elizabeth! Elizabeth, no.
Michael, let
Now,
go
you're
of me.
coming with me.
The plane
You're
is
not gonna
going.
take that plane. Please.
Michael.
Listen to me.
What are you doing?
Trust me.
Michael, you don't understand. This won't do any good. It's over.
No, it isn't. Not yet. Come on. In the car, please. Why'd you run out of me, Liz?
Because I didn't want you to get hurt, and if they found me, they might think that you were in their way.
I can take care of your husband's detectives.
Michael, they're not detectives, and I'm not running from a bad marriage. My married name is Elizabeth Maylis. The men who are following me are from a country behind the Iron Curtain. They're looking for my husband, Eric.
Why?
I read a sign on a bridge once. It said, freedom does exist. My husband is trying to make it exist in his country. He had me smuggled across the border. He said it was too dangerous for me there. He's now writing articles and making radio broadcasts. And the government is hunting for him.
What do they want from you?
They want me to tell them where my husband might be hiding.
Do you know where?
Yes.
Do you love him?
I don't know if it was ever really love. But I cared desperately about what he was fighting for. Maybe I admired him more than I loved him. It isn't really important now, Michael. What's important is they don't use me to find Eric. What are you doing?
Oh, your passport and your plane ticket. You won't be needing them anymore. You're through running.
I thought I'd be in Paris about now.
Well, I've changed your fate. You belong here.
I do love you, Michael.
I guess I've always loved you.
I know you're there, Mrs. Mayless. Would you open the door, please?
My name is Val, Dr. Val. We have arrested your husband.
What are you going to do with him?
Well, what we are not going to do is to make Eric Mayless a martyr.
And what do you want with me?
Come with us. Persuade him to admit he's been an enemy of the state. Get him to sign a simple document which we will provide, and, well, then you are both free to go to the country of your choice.
And if I say no?
My dear lady, that would be unwise. Your husband is a very sick man. The doctors have done what they could, but surely I don't have to remind you that a damp cell in a 200-year-old prison is hardly the place for him. There's a flight to Paris in 2 hours.
Don't answer that.
Well?
Mrs. Mayless?
Liz?
I think you could use this, sir.
Thank you. You see, Mr. Bennett, she had to go with Dr. Val to save her husband's life.
Even though she loved you.
Well, I came on this trip to find out what really happened. Now I know.
Has it helped?
Yes, it's helped. At least I know she didn't die in that plane crash. She's alive. Thank you.
What do we do?
We do what's right.
Could be dangerous.
I know.
You're not scared?
Sure, I'm scared. But I got you, and you're the champ.
Operator, get me the police.
I don't understand. How did you get here?
A letter came yesterday in Zurich with a plane ticket to Los Angeles.
A letter? A ticket? Who sent it?
I don't know. It wasn't signed. It just said I was to be here today at this station at 2 o'clock. That it was terribly important.
What about your husband?
Oh, Michael, Eric was so ill by the time I got there. I took him to a sanitarium in Switzerland. I knew there wasn't any hope. He was waiting for news from his country. And he kept waiting, and finally it came. There was a change. A new government. They sent for him.
And he went?
No, it was too late. It was so he clung to life just long enough to see his dream come true. I'm all out of disappearing acts.
Jason, about that letter to Zurich and Elizabeth's plane ticket.
What about them?
Did you send them?
No, of course not.
I certainly didn't. How do you suppose they got there?
Well, given the circumstances, I'd say a couple of fringe benefits from the head of the line.
Friday on CBS, it's the Leif Garrett Special. Join America's hottest young musical talent and his special guest.